Ever since Money in the Bank, everybody has been asking the question, was R-Truth's release a work or not a work? And the question I have for you is, does it really matter? Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kevin Zwicker from Fast Count coming at you. Before I get into this video, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the like button and subscribe. So just like the majority of you guys, I was shocked to see R-Truth make his presence felt in the main event of Money in the Bank. Everybody assumed that he was gone and there was no signs of a return. But we saw just that in the main event of Money in the Bank. Now, everybody wants to know is if this was a work, was this genuine? And to be honest with you guys, I feel like this was genuine, right? Because this wasn't something that normally breaks down like where we saw the dirt sheet writers report it or anything like that. It came straight from the horse's mouth, right? And you saw everybody, whether it was individuals in TNA, AEW, and especially his coworkers in the WWE, put out these heartfelt tributes to him on social media. And if this was a work, it felt as if they would have had to work the entire roster for this thing to go down. Now, since the return, we have been getting different reports from different individuals as to how this went down. We're hearing that Nick Khan interfered in the 11th hour to get some type of agreement done. You've seen his son go off on different individuals who are claiming that this was a work. We saw Triple H during his press conference following the event say that this was all a part of the show, which I don't believe for a second, right? What really felt like when Triple H answered it like that was it felt as if he didn't want to admit that crowd reactions to certain things can interfere with his personal long-term booking. And that's exactly what I think went down, because I do not have this thing in my mind where I think that they made a mistake and just from the goodness of their hearts, wanted to bring back somebody who's been with the company for so long. I think that they felt the pressure because of all the bad will that was coming towards WWE's way following this release, not just from the fact that a lot of different shows and a lot of different matches were getting hijacked with the We Want Truth chants. I think the fact that all of this negative momentum going their way and the fact that AEW has some positive momentum going their way, I think that TKO and WWE wanted to extend an olive branch to the fans to form some type of goodwill. Now, we don't know if this is a thing where he got this brand new deal and it's a multi-year deal, or they are just going to continue to work the dates that he had that was on his past deal. Because as far as we know, right, we don't know if this was a deal that the final date was in the last, couple of days of June or early in July. We never really knew exactly what was going to be or when was going to be the last date for R-Truth. Now, this could be some short-term extension. As far as I know, he is going by the name Ron Killings, not R-Truth, because from what is being told, he wants people to get used to that name, because once he hits the indies or goes to TNA or maybe AEW, that's the name that he is going to be going with. But as far as we know, this is something where it's going to be played by ear. This could be a couple of months added to this deal. This could be a new deal altogether. It's too early in the process to really know. But what really went down was I feel as if the fans made their voices heard. They were able to right a wrong by just showing their passion. And that just shows all of us that if we make ourselves as vocal as possible, and not just on the internet, because the internet's never going to be pleased about any type of booking, but in the actual shows, if you can afford to get to those shows, because those tickets are pretty damn pricey, you can factor into certain outcomes to where if you feel passionate enough to where this isn't the direction that you want to go, you can make things right by expressing yourself in the arenas and making your voice very loud and clear. Shout out to R-Truth. This is a guy who has been grinding for so long. It's glad that at least if this is going to be, the final send-off for him, he gets to go out the right way with his head held high and not with a whimper like what it felt like previously. Guys, don't think this will work. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think that this whole thing was a work to get some sympathy towards R-Truth? Or do you think that this was something of where we were able to fix a wrong? I know the professional wrestling business has gotten a lot of us jaded and think every single thing is work. There's some people who genuinely think the Montreal Screwjob was a work, but I don't think this was a work this time, guys. Remember to like the video and subscribe. Like the video and subscribe. Like the video and subscribe. I am Kevin Zwicker. I'm out.